Alright, y'all, what's good? Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let's give it up 100. Alright. So y'all see the title, man. You know what I'm saying? Why people are scared to open their third eye. Or the penal eye. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I'm almost speaking about myself on this one as well. I'm going to try to keep it as honest as I can as possible, because this one goes for pretty much 90% of human beings that exist today. This applies to. I'm going to say 90%. 90%. Okay? You're living your life. You're enjoying the man-created, structured world that man has created. You know, you like music, you like, the culture of, of right now or wherever you live at or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You follow traditions. You go to work, you got a social security number, you pay taxes. You do everything you have to do. You live within the matrix. And you're comfortable living like that, or you have drawn to become accustomed to that shit for so long. So, you're just used to it at this point. So it's just the normal way of living. Now, you're living like this your whole life. In order to wake up or open your third eye, you literally have to turn your back and reprogram your whole way of lifestyle in order to open your third eye. You're not going to open your third eye by doing the same things. You're going to have to change all that shit in order to get your third eye to be open. And opening your third eye is just elevating your level of consciousness, elevating what you understand about the world, your level of wisdom, and your level of knowledge. Like, how much do you know? You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy transition in no type of way, because we have come into this material world and been living in a certain reality for so long that this is the only reality that makes sense to us at this point in life. You know what I'm saying? You're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s. You're so accustomed to this shit. There's nothing else that is gonna replace this that's gonna be doable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be impossible to go from this to something where you're pretty much not fucking with none of this shit. Because if you're truly opening your third eye, you can't go back to work. You're not gonna look at a job the same way. You're not gonna look at living in a house, paying rent and paying mortgage the same way, paying taxes the same way. That's why you got these status correction people that believe that, they're not supposed to pay taxes due to whatever background, they're Moors or whatever they're into, they're not supposed to pay taxes. That's why you find people that apply stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to the law, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to change every single thing about your life. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Now, I seen a video where a dude said, he titled his video, "You don't want to open your third eye." Like, he's basically encouraging people to not open their shit. Now, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with the title itself, first of all, because of what it's saying, and just what he was saying in the video, like making people feel like they need to just stay being comfortable, because if they ever do that, they're going to have to stop doing basically what I'm saying. But he's comforting them into like staying the same way, like stay the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the difference with me and him. He's trying to tell y'all to stay, sleep, basically, because waking up is too dramatic and it's too much. I'm telling y'all niggas, yeah, it is too much and all that, but it's baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the real life to live. This is just a man-made reality. Like, all this shit is a reality. Like, this is another reality. This is not the true nature life that God put us here to live. I believe in God, so of course I'm going to say that. But this is not what was meant to happen. Like, you waking up 7 o'clock, going to work, going to school, going to this fucking, it's like a training camp, going to school. They training you. They're not telling you the real information. They training you to think a certain way with the information they giving you and all that. And then you go to college, and that's the real, like, camp right there where they train you to become things in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, I mean, you're going to have to change everything about your life, every single thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the easiest thing to do, especially living in a certain country. Because if you live in America, it's not going to be easy to say you're exempt from the law, because you got your third eye open. Like, that's not going to work with anybody. It's not going to work in court. It's not going to work with a cop. They pull you over. That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost kind of like impossible to open your third eye and live in this here world, because Babylon is already established a certain way for us to live within it a certain way. And if you're not going to be obedient by it, you're just going to get fucked by it or get left by it. Simple as that. It happens to everybody that you see ever try to say anything against the government or anything against anybody powerful and things of that nature. They always get taken out. They out of here. You know what I'm saying? They shut them up or they do something. You know what I'm saying? To get your third eye open, it's a certain way that you got to move. It's a certain code that you got to move by in order to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember listening to like Farrakhan tapes, like cassette tapes and shit. Like, I thought he was like the greatest person in the world, the greatest man I ever heard speak, one of the greatest voices I ever heard, like powerful voice, powerful person, powerful message and all that. And then, this is like way back, like those tapes was like probably from the 70s or some shit. And then, years go by and you start to see, and then I start to see and understand like other powerful speakers getting taken away for doing similar things, speaking powerful, trying to wake up black people and all that. Men that seem like they had their third eye open. And all of them get wiped away. And Farrakhan is just steadily smoothing, moving along. Like, nobody touches him. He's like untouchable. You know what I'm saying? That makes me stop kind of following him and started being real suspicious about him. That's another subject, but I'm just saying, he seemed like somebody that had his third eye open, but the fact that, he's so comfortable doing what he's doing with the Million Man marches and all that, it just kind of says something to me, like, why are they not fucking with him? Is it the same reason why they don't fuck with Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and all these fake niggas? Could be. So, but yeah, man, not to drift off of the point, man. To get your third eye open, it's not something that you just easily transition into, because everything got to switch up. You got to change up everything. Got to get the fuck out of America, first of all. See, a lot of people that you see nowadays that's on social media that values themselves on a certain level because they got a certain amount of fame on social media. Just off of that alone, they value themselves more. Those people don't even think about opening their third eye. Those people don't even know about that. They don't even care about that. Like, messages like this won't reach them because they simply don't give a fuck. That's not a part of their outlook. You know what I'm saying? They too busy trying to fucking look good in front of people and trying to floss and get feedback to build on their ego. That's all they worry about. You know, they trying to get better in that department in life. They not thinking about shit else. So, those people are kind of lost. These type of messages is not for them. They could give a fuck what I'm talking about right now. This is not about them. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for them. They're welcome to come listen anytime, but I'm telling you, they're not gonna give a fuck what I'm talking about right now. They too busy worrying about bullshit. How many likes they pictures just got? How many likes they food just got? How many comments they got? How many new fucking followers they like? Like real shit. Y'all need to know, people that follow you are not even real followers. Like, I call y'all followers because y'all don't have no real personality. Y'all don't set trend for yourselves. But at the end of the day, you got 1,000 followers. That's not following. They're really not following you. They fuck with what they fuck with, and they start following you because they fuck with something specifically. Like, I know that's how shit is. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you put some shit out, put some of your own content out and see how much of your followers fuck with it. Then you know how much fucking followers you got. Start your own little clothing line or whatever you do and see how much of them fuck with it. Put some music out or some shit. Then you know how much fucking real followers you got. These people are not even followers. Y'all fucking sweating yourselves over something that's imaginary. It's not even real. Y'all feeling yourself over imaginary shit. I mean, anyways, man, like I said, one step at a time. If you want to wake up, if you want to see life on a higher level and understand life more clearer, it's just one step at a time. You got to read more. Try to cleanse your soul by getting off of the internet a lot more. Like, spend less time on the internet, more time reading, more time in nature, more time thinking, meditating. If you love God, you pray to God, you keep talking to God and things like that, man. It's what you do, man. Spend a lot of time with yourself. Get to know yourself, like self-search. Like, that's that's a good way to start waking up or opening your third eye. Like, that's it. That's what I'm doing right now, you know what I'm saying? So, that's it, man. Let's try to wake up, man. That's all I want to see for us, especially black people. Like, I really want to see us speaking a lot more intelligent, you know what I'm saying, and knowing a lot more, like being more in tune with things that matter, you know what I'm saying, intellectually, like be more intellectual and shit like that, read more. And I'm talking to myself right now too. These are things I need to do, my damn self. Just trying to sharpen yourself as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I appreciate y'all tuning in.